Hello everyone, this is Ashutosh and welcome to the day 2 of Japanese candlestick patterns. If you remember, in the day 1 we have covered the anatomy of candles. Today we are going to see the different type of candles. The size of the candle signifies the movement in the market which is derived by the buyers and the sellers. Candles can have different sizes. The real body of a candle could be long or it could be short. As you know, the size of the candle will signify who is in strength, either the buyer or the seller. A short buy candle will represent that the buyers are very less in quantity, that they are less buyers, whereas a long buy candle will represent that the buyers are in control. In the same way, a short sell candle will signify that the smaller number of sellers are active, whereas a long sell candle will represent that the sellers are in control. Now, one thing you have to remember is a long buy candle is also called as a bull candle, whereas a long sell candle is also called as a bear candle. The other type of candle that we want to study is Marubozu. Although there are many different forms and different size and different shapes of candles, we are just going to cover the most important ones. Marubozu is one of the most seen candles in a technical graph. The characteristics of Marubozu are as follows. A white Marubozu, it should be a long candle. The open and the close have a substantial gap between them. The key characteristics of a Marubozu are the low and the opening price are same, whereas the high and the closing price are same. The one thing that you have to notice here is there are no shadows over here. A black Marubozu will represent a sell candle, also signifies that the sellers are in a strong numbers. The key characteristics of Marubozu, a black Marubozu or a seller's Marubozu, is the open and the high are same, whereas the low and the closing price are the same. Here, remember, a distinct Marubozu will always be a long buy candle or a long sell candle. The key characteristics of a Marubozu is it doesn't have a shadow. The most important point for you to remember is the Marubozu, the open and the low for a buy candle, the close and the high would be the same, whereas in a black candle or a sell candle, the open and the high and the low and the close would be the same. These are the main characteristics of Marubozu. There are many different forms of candles that can be seen, but for now we are going to cover only these two types, as these are much more easier to understand. In the coming chapter, we'll be looking at what are the other forms of candles, and later we would see the patterns which arise when we see candlesticks in a chart. Signing off for today.